2005, the most horrific hurricane season on record to date. With millions of homes destroyed, the media has had countless heartbreaking stories of loss of life, property, and hope. This is the story of the Mhire family and their new heritage log home, with quite a different outcome.
We decided to build a log home mainly because of the style of the home. I've always liked the way the log homes look, the rustic look. Sheila and I searched several years through log home magazines, and it was early in the game when we found heritage. We still looked, we kept looking. We kept our mind open, just looking for the best that we could find. In the end, we went back to heritage. They had exactly what we were looking for.
And the service was unbelievable. To prepare for an evacuation for Rita, we pretty much just packed each of us a suitcase and took all the pictures and left everything else. Put a cross on the floor and, trusted God to make sure that, it was going to be safe. Whenever we were allowed to return to our home after the hurricane, it was just, what are we going to see? What's it going to look like? We had only seen pictures.
Satellite pictures,
yeah.
And
newspapers.
Newspapers and just.
But we never did allow our fears to overcome or overwhelm us, because we just trusted that it was going to be taken care of.
Everything was going to be good.
Yeah.
Right.
Emotionally, whenever we saw the community, it was just
overwhelming.
Yeah. Whenever we saw that our house was pretty much the only one that was livable, with did not sustain any interior damage and very, very little exterior damage. You just don't know how to react. You're happy and then you're sad at the same time, because you don't understand, why a hurricane comes and does what it does, and then our house is totally protected with no damage, and we came back and it was exactly like we left it. Whenever we left, our two little girls thought we were going on a camping trip. They were all excited because we were going camping, and then whenever they were allowed to come home after 45 days, their questions were, where's my nanny's house, or where's such and such's house, and our house is here. And they were just so glad that, like Katie said, she was so glad that God protected her house.
When we constructed the house, we knew we'd have to follow FEMA regulations, which the house is actually built to the same codes as the Florida coast.
We contribute the success of our home withstanding the devastation of Hurricane Rita because of the excellent blueprints for the foundation and from bottom to top that Heritage gave us.
If I had to do this all over again, go through another hurricane, I wouldn't change a thing.
Because we didn't even board up windows, we didn't put sandbags, we didn't tape windows, we just left it. And there was not one broken window, there was no water damage, and everything would stay the same. We just recommend that people build houses like we built ours from Heritage.
Thank you, Heritage Log Homes.